Good evening, Chitrangda. Welcome to Movie Talkies.
Thank you.
Before you talk, starting about Soorma, what a question from all your fans. Where have you been all these years?
I've also really missed them. Actually, I missed being on screen, but I think every actor sort of waits for the right kind of parts to come your way, and I wasn't really getting the kind of offers that I would really be wanting to do or was excited about doing. So I chose to wait कि जब कुछ ऐसा काम आएगा जो आपको सच में बहुत मन करता है, and the kind of people that you want to work with. I think I sort of waited for that. So yeah, there was a bit of a waiting game that was going on, a long one. Yeah.
So, what made you decide to turn to production?
What made me decide was really the story of Sandeep Singh's life, and that is purely the reason why I think I've turned producer, because I think वो बहुत organically हुआ. I was actually around end of 2014 I was writing some stories जो मुझे लगा कि शायद मैं खुद प्रोड्यूस करूँगी और I will get them produced and put it together. And then I met Sandeep and I heard his story and वो लिखी फिर शुरू से आखिर तक कैसा हुआ, क्या हुआ उसकी लाइफ में. And yeah, and I think that's when I said this is the one that we have to make, and whatever it takes we have to make it. And then organically I think the whole idea of turning into producer and being part of this whole thing, this whole process, it literally just happened like that.
So, is this going to be a one film deal or you're going to be producing in the future?
I am working on the next one now at the moment. So I hope this is not my first and my last. I hope this is like a baby step into it, and I can do better things. But yeah, it's like you've tasted blood, and I think if you like it and it works, you want to keep going. So I think I should be doing more.
What was it about Soorma that made you feel that I should go ahead with this?
Just the story of this man. मतलब I don't know आपको अगर पता है कि नहीं, लेकिन this is a story of Sandeep Singh, a man who was playing for India, a hockey player, and then he got shot in his back, in his spine, and he was paralyzed. And then it is a story of his struggle to come back after he lost everything. Of course, he lost the team, he lost his ability to walk, forget running, and he lost the love of his life. He lost everything, and then how he came back and actually won everything back. So this is the story of this man, and I felt कि मतलब in professional sport to make a comeback like this, I don't think anywhere in the world, forget Indian sport, I think anywhere in the world I wouldn't have heard a story like this. So I think it was very important कि हम ऐसे आदमी को जिसने इतना बड़ा अचीव किया है, एक वो मतलब. So the first time that I actually heard of this story, I felt guilt. I felt a bit of shame कि यार हमको पता ही नहीं है ऐसे आदमी के बारे में. यहाँ पर अगर एक हमारा क्रिकेटर एक सेंचुरी मारता है तो हम उसको एटलीस्ट एक हफ्ते तक, that would be the headlines, right? And here there is somebody who's actually won the Aslan Cup, who's done the Commonwealth Games, he's won the Arjun Award after getting shot. And we know nothing about him. It was just one, actually if you Google searched it in 2006, after that वो सिर्फ एक या दो आपको searches में मिलते थे, कि this man was shot on 22nd of August 2006, that's it. There was nothing else about him. So I think एक स्पोर्ट्समैन के लिए उसकी हौसला अफजाई, उसका जो उसने अचीव किया है उसको रिकग्नाइज करना ही सबसे बड़ी बात होती है. And through this film, I think that's what we're trying to do.
But as a producer, do you think it's always a safe bet to make a film with a sports background, because sports film usually mostly work?
I don't think so.
Was it ever at the back of your mind?
Not at all. I think the most important reason to make this film is because the story is so moving. और एक ह्यूमन स्टोरी है. ये स्पोर्ट्स के बारे में नहीं है इतना जितना ये इस आदमी की अपनी पर्सनल अचीवमेंट के बारे में है. स्पोर्ट्स के लिए उसको मिल गया अर्जुन अवार्ड, बट फॉर हिज पर्सनल लाइफ आई डोंट थिंक किसी को पता भी था उसके बारे में. सो दिस इज़ अ ह्यूमन स्टोरी. आई थिंक हम सब कभी ना कभी कहीं ना कहीं वी ऑल फेल्ट लेफ्ट अलोन, एंड ऑल यू हैव इज़ योर सेल्फ एंड नोबडी एल्स, एंड यू फाइट फॉर योर सेल्फ, फॉर द सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट दैट यू वांट टू अर्न. And this is that story of one such man, So yeah, that's the reason why. nothing else.
So how are you enjoying being a producer? Is it more fun than being an actress, or how is it?
It's more satisfying simply because it's more challenging. क्योंकि इतना challenging है इसलिए इतना satisfying है when things come together. So this is my first experience honestly, and it's been great so far. And the fact that Sony Pictures came on board from day one, and they've been such a huge support. The release of the film, marketing, shooting, every single thing. It's been so flawless, you know, having them on board. और I think as a producer, सबसे important चीज़ वही होती है कि release of the film should be correct, it should be marketed correctly, and we have them with us on this. So that is probably the best thing that could have happened to Soorma. Yeah.
But you didn't want to act in the film. Was there any reason for that?
I didn't want to act simply because I think from the time I heard the story, जब संदीप के साथ बैठ के उन्होंने first time मुझे कहानी सुनाई और जब मैंने लिखा था, I realized that you know we need to get a girl who's playing. So she's playing 20-year-old in the film. She's playing state level and then national level hockey. तो एक वो जो एक sports girl की जो एक physicality होती है, चलने का ढंग, सब कुछ, you know. Plus being from a small town, that Shahbad में, that from the Sikh family. So it was very important to get all of that right. And I think Taapsee was the absolute perfect fit for that. And I really didn't think that I would do, you know, justice to the part. So there was no question. It was about getting the right person to do it. Yeah.
You know, usually when an actress becomes a producer for the first time, there is a kind of an expectation that she would probably make her debut with a woman-centric film, like Anushka Sharma did with NH10. So did you face any of that?
I think the reason to turn producer can be very different, right? Sometimes you want to create the kind of parts that you're not getting to play as an actor, you know, so you're hungry to play that part and nobody else is offering you that, so you take it upon yourself, ki, I will put it together, you know, which is great, which is fantastic, I think. And here it really happened organically in a manner that I came across a story that I felt should be made, and I must take it and see it through. And should be made without turning into this masala, commercialized, where it can be, you know, dented and painted and made into something else. And so yeah, really, it just happened another way. Not that I wouldn't want to create roles for myself, I would, you know, and I think everybody should, because, you know, instead of just sitting and waiting for somebody else to come up with the idea, one should do that. Yeah.
So what kind of films would you like to make in the future after Soorma?
I think as long as it's a great entertaining story, it could be anything. It could be a love story, it could be a thriller. There is a thriller that I'm working on at the moment, you know, a script that I have, and there's a story that I've written which is a love story in a very small town in Punjab, about a girl and this guy. So I mean, like, I can't talk much about it, but so there is this love story as well. So yeah, I mean, anything which is a good story.
So you're gonna make your debut as a scriptwriter too soon, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's not something that I want to, you know how writers are. I think we're all very insecure. You write, but you don't want to show it. So let's see. I mean, let's see how it goes. Yeah.
No, you started your career with films like Hazara Khwahish Aisi, which don't come into the usual commercial masala space, and then you veered out towards films like Desi Boys. Was it a conscious decision, and would you like to get back to it? What's your thought process on the whole acting scenario?
You know, I think we are in times where we are only talking good cinema and bad cinema. There is no more of ये art है या ये, you know, art house है या कुछ है या commercial है for that matter. I think whatever is working, whether if it's good cinema, it's working, and that's it. So no conscious, I mean, it wasn't like I said कि अच्छा यार मुझे commercial करना है, so I must do Desi Boys. I don't think there was any such thought. It looked exciting, it was interesting, and it was different, and I wanted to try that. And I think after you try a couple of different things is when you realize what you shouldn't be doing. Till the time you don't do that, you don't realize. As an artist, you want to try things and be different people, you know, in front of the camera. So literally, it was that's the reason why I tried different things. And yeah, I think now I sort of have an idea of what I really want to do. Yeah.
So will the actors be taking a backseat once your production thing and your writing thing like gets off?
Not really, not really. I hope to put projects together which I can be part of as an actor as well. So that's what I think should probably be happening soon. And it's just more exciting. I think it's just like your circle becomes bigger. So you are part of the whole process in different ways, different manners, and it's so much more exciting. Like all actors, I think all male actors have done that at some point. So if you wouldn't question them, I don't think you should question me. So yeah.
So any plans to explore the digital medium?
Not as yet. No, not as yet. I think we'll see. We'll see. As far as an actor, definitely. I think after watching Sacred Games yesterday, I saw it at the premiere. Saif is part of that, and Nawaz. Extremely well done, so exciting, you know. And if I got a chance to be a part of something like this, I would love to do that as an actor, because it just gives you so much more freedom, you know, to do the kind of parts that you're waiting to do and which don't get written when you talk about mainstream cinema. So yeah, very, very exciting.
What's happening with your upcoming projects, Sai BV and Bazaar?
Sahib Biwi, yeah, we have the trailer launch tomorrow and it releases on the 27th. Very excited about it because बहुत ही edgy masala, that Sahib Biwi gangster wala jo ek flavor hai, so that very raw, you know, that's how it is. And Tishu has a way of shooting this particular franchise. And of course, there's Sanju in it, somebody that I have been a huge fan of, you know. So yeah, I hope people like it. I play his love interest in the film, so yeah, I hope people like it.
Bazaar is coming out.
Bazaar is also coming out. Yes. Again, so that's very different than what Tishu has made. Of course, it's a lot more urban. The story, it's about the stock market, and it's about people who live very grey lives and, you know, measured lives. So it's something like that. And then of course I play Saif's wife in the film, and she's probably a complete misfit, a moralist in the middle of this, you know, entire setup. So yeah, there's a lot of opposites in the two characters, and it's quite interesting.
As an actress, which public figure do you look up to, and would you like to play her in a biopic someday if given an opportunity?
A public figure?
Any politician, whoever you would like to play.
A politician?
Any public figure.
You know, the only person I can think of is Smita Patil. I mean, she's not a public figure, but, you know, an actor. Yes. I think I would love to, if there was ever a biography being made, I would love to play her. Simply because, one, I've got that. I have been getting those compliments. It's a very obvious thing for me to say. But also because I think she was so ahead of her times as far as her performance was concerned, the roles that she played. And I think somewhere that also extends to the kind of person she was personally in her life. You know, that complexity and that intensity that she brought. It'd be interesting to play that.
Okay, thanks a lot for chatting with us, Chitrangda. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hi, this is Chitrangda Singh, and you are right now watching me on MovieTalkies.com.